Have you ever wanted to work for a soulless corporation that most certainly does not have your best interest in mind? Well, Junkyard Universe is the game for you. Alright, so Junkyard Universe is I want to say a puzzle and a story indie game, kind of mixed together, like, not story, what are they called? Visual novels. I would say it's kind of a visual novel and a puzzle game put together. So, you take command of this little spaceship. It has no way to move on its own outside of rotating, 360 degrees, either clockwise or counterclockwise. And you're simply cleaning up space junk. This used to be your mothership, and that's kind of your launching point here. You could do much more than this. Over the very beginning of the game, they're like, yo, like, why are you just being a simple junkyard cleaner? You could do so much more. You're one of the top pilots, but you specifically want to get this ship. And you go through the game, and they're like, oh, you could buy this ship if you do if you do this astronomical amount of work in 1 year, and you're never going to be able to do it in that time. And you go through this cycle, and doing these little puzzles. I'd say less puzzles and probably more arcadey is a better way to put it. If you ever played like a game like Asteroids, kind of like that. Um, but you go in, and as the game goes through, you unlock more abilities. You find out more about the story. You end up finding out little secrets about the corporation you're working for, about some of your allies. You gain a lot more allies. You can betray your allies. And it was, if I remember correctly, there's over 8 endings. Or there is 8 endings in the game. And pretty much you're going through and you're just choosing, what do you want to do? Do you want to join this Rebel Alliance? Do you want to betray the Rebel Alliance? Do you want to work with this strange hive mind alien species? Do you just want to clean up garbage and that's all you do? There's all sorts of different routes you could take. And it's why I really feel like the best way to explain is like a visual novel and like a more arcadey game mashed together, because that's truly what it feels like. I would say within the first hour, the gameplay could feel a little mindless at times. Keep in mind, I'm someone who plays a lot of arcade games, so stuff like this comes to me very easily. So, in terms of difficulty, I might not be the best person to ask. However, I would be sitting here and I'm like, okay, holding left, holding right, holding left, holding right. Eventually though, you get power-ups, you get upgrades you can buy. The further you get in the story, you're given more goals to try to achieve. And just want to see where the story ends up alone pushes you through that. Along with them adding more stuff, eventually you can learn how to fix the trash. And you can sell that for money, for parts, for upgrades for your ship's AI. The more you upgrade your ship and your ship's AI, the more you learn about the story, what happened to your mother. And it kind of leads into some of the other stuff as well. But it isn't a crazy big game. I think it took me about 3 hours to beat. I ended up getting about half the endings, so if you want to like do a full 100% one, I'm sure it'd probably take about 5 hours or so. But it's one of those games. Is it this big, mind-blowing game? No. But it has a fun story, some nice little gameplay, especially if you like that more arcadey charm. And, it all is in a nice little package. It's on Steam. Without further ado, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoy as always. Have a great rest of your day. And there's no and. That's the video.